Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Priceline recommendation haul video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys click on the subscribe button down below and also that bell so you get notified when I do have a new video up. I basically do a lot of beauty, hair and makeup related videos. I also vlog about my personal life. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Sorry guys if I'm kind of like all over the place in this video. I'm filming this at 12 in the morning. My brain's all over the place. But today I have a huge announcement. Priceline is going to have a, you ready? 50% off cosmetic sale. Yeah, you heard me right. It's going to be a massive sale. Usually we only have 40% off sales, so 10% more. Like, ugh. This sale could not have come at a better time or a worse time depending on your financial status. For me, it's really bad because I'm just like so tempted to buy everything, but I can't. But anyway, if you guys are early Christmas shoppers, I highly recommend you guys take advantage of this sale so you guys can get all the stuff that you need for yourself and for your friends and family. I'm pretty sure Priceline has got all their Christmas packs and gift sets out already. Unfortunately, I haven't been to a Priceline recently, so I can't recommend any of those yet. So if you guys just go down in the description box down below, I'll go through the website and recommend which I think are good for you guys. Anyway, let's move on to the products that I do have here to show you guys, and we're going to start off first with base products. So in terms of foundation, I do recommend this one from NYX. This is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I always get this name mixed up. So you can use this foundation on its own, but what I like to do is mix this in with another foundation, and I find it just bumps the coverage to the next level. And girl, you know me, I love my cake face, so yeah. The next foundation that I recommend you guys check out is this one from Rimmel London. This is the Lasting Finish Breathable Foundation. Now I've got the shade 400 here. I also use the shade 300, but sometimes I mix the two shades together depending on how tan I am on that day. I find that my skin color keeps fluctuating. But anyway, this foundation is really good. I really like it. It's got a doe foot applicator, so pretty much like a gigantic concealer. And this kind of reminds me of the Clinique, like it's like a concealer foundation thing, but anyway, like the packaging reminds me of that. Coverage is really good. I would say one layer gives me a medium coverage, and then it's buildable up to a medium full coverage. I do tend to use a buffing brush with this foundation. I don't find a sponge works really well. That's just my personal preference, but this stuff looks really good. I'm wearing it at the moment, and girl, it's pretty flawless. Concealers. Now, if you guys are concealer junkies like myself, let's start off first with this concealer. This one is from Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Concealer. This one is in shade 20, Sand Sable. I'm an NC 30 for your reference. But yeah, this stuff is really good. It's really nice for a under eye illuminating effect. One of my favorites. It's not the fullest coverage concealer out there, but it's definitely buildable. And honestly, I don't really mind packing this concealer on because it doesn't crease and it's really inexpensive. Another concealer that I didn't really think I was going to like, but I really have been enjoying this, especially on days that I feel quite tired and I feel like my under eyes look a little bit worse for wear. It's this one from Bourjois. This one is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer, and I am in the shade number 52. This one's a little bit like ever so slightly too light for me, but I just mix in my foundation a little bit with this and it's fine. Yeah, I really like it. I would say this is definitely more of a medium coverage concealer. I don't think I've been able to build this up to a medium full coverage, but honestly for concealers I tend to just use them for like illuminating underneath the eyes. Next is another product from Rimmel. This is the Lasting Finish Breathable Concealer. This one is in the shade number 200. This one is definitely a lot lighter compared to the other concealers that I showed you. I find that this is a little bit too intense sometimes. I think I need a different shade. But yeah, it's a really nice yellow undertoned concealer. It works really well for brightening the under eye. In terms of coverage, I would say definitely a full coverage concealer. Alright, now let's move on to powders. Now the Rimmel Match Perfection Silky Loose Powder is one of my favorites. So you guys can see this thing's pretty banged up already. This one is in number 1 transparent. One of my favorite drugstore baking powders. Like, you cannot go wrong with this. It won't leave you all creasy underneath the eyes. It just sets your foundation really well and you don't get that white cast as well. So if you guys are looking for a drugstore baking powder, definitely check this one out. Oh, and by the way guys, there's going to be a couple of repeats from my other videos where I did like Priceline recommendation videos. If you guys are interested in watching those, I'll have them linked on the screen as well and down in the description box down below. The next product is from NYX. This is the hashtag No Filter finishing powder. This one is in Honey Beige. This one's a little bit too dark for me at the moment, but it's really, really good. It reminds me of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes where it sets your foundation, but it doesn't give you this matte look. It gives you this nice luminous finish. it's hard to explain, like it sets the skin but it still looks skin-like. It doesn't just look powdered, if that makes sense. Now this one is a new product to me. This is the L'Oreal True Match Mineral Skin Improving Foundation. Now this is a mineral based foundation powder. I am in the shade Natural Golden Natural number 4W or 4D. I really like this foundation. I don't use this on its own. I could technically use it on its own, but what I like to do is use this to set my foundations. Also, I really like the packaging of this powder, so let me just open it. So it's got a mesh sifter, so there's no powder that actually comes out. Like if there's any, there's like very minimal, and it's just that comes out of that mesh. But what you do is you actually dip your brush in there, and yeah, like very minimal mess with this product, and I'm so impressed, and I'm really happy that I have this in my collection, and I have no doubt in my mind you guys are gonna like this as well. Alright, this product, another product that you can tell that I really love. It's pretty banged up. This is the Revlon Sculpt and Highlight Contour Kit. Yeah, I just really like this product. Unfortunately at the moment I'm pretty fair for my complexion, and this is the medium Tan Complexion Kit. I find that these two colors are a little bit too warm for me to contour. When I'm darker tanned, I can actually use this shade to contour, but at the moment I can't, so I just basically mix these two colors together, use it as a bronzer, that yellow powder to set underneath the eyes when I feel like I want a little bit of a illuminating effect if my concealer isn't cutting it for that day. Haven't really touched that highlighter, just not blinding enough for my taste. Okay, for those of you guys that are in love with nude eyeshadows, just blush tone eyeshadows, Rimmel London has got you covered. I've got the Magnif-eyes Nude Edition eyeshadow palette, and I've also got the Magnif-eyes Blush Edition eyeshadow palette. So if you guys look at them from afar, they kind of have very similar tones, but you know, this one's got more pinky tones, this one's definitely more like the browny bronzy tones. The limited edition Christmas Baubles from Real Techniques, they're so cute. Look at that. They're so cute. They're like miniature size brushes. You basically get a full size head of the brush, but obviously a tiny handle, and I find that they look so cute. I haven't, as you guys can tell, I haven't used them, but I've just been taking a few photos of them before I start using them, but it's so cute, and honestly I feel like if you gifted this to someone, they would be like, oh my god, it's so cute. Okay, next is a mascara. This one is the L'Oreal Miss Baby Roll Mascara. I honestly didn't think I was going to like this mascara, but I have been using it for the last 2-3 weeks because my other mascaras have gone a walkabout. I have no idea where they are, and I've been using this and I actually really like it. Let me show you the wand. Yeah, I really like the formula. The brush, I'm not 100% sold on it, but the formula is pretty good. It's a really nice, wet, volumizing and lengthening mascara, and I don't find that I have spider leg lashes at the end of the day, so this is really, really good. Okay, next is another banged up product. This one is from NYX. This is the Strobe of Genius highlighting palette. Now, I know NYX is one of the most popular brands at Priceline, so if you guys can get there early, definitely. So this eyeshadow, this highlighting palette is really, really good. My favorite ones to use are obviously like these goldy bronzy ones. These ones I tend to use more around the eyes or as eyeshadows on the lid. I find that if you want to be super blinding, make sure you spritz your brush with a little bit of setting spray after you've packed it with product, and it's just girl. Okay, so we're going to end the video at Lippies, and I've got a bunch of Lippies that I recommend you guys check out. The one I'm wearing at the moment is the L'Oreal Lip Paint. This is a matte finish, and this one is in the number 205 Apocalypse Red. I didn't lip line it, so if it's a little bit wonky, I do apologize. But yeah, it's a really nice statement color, and I feel like it's very all I want for Christmas is you. And CoverGirl has come out with their gel liquid lipsticks. These are the melting pouts. So I've tried out this one, number 100, and it's a really nice chocolatey color. It's just to die for. So if you guys are looking for a chocolatey brown liquid lip type product at the drugstore, this is definitely one to check out. And then I also recommend you guys check out the Maybelline matte lipsticks. So this is one, I have no idea. Guys, I've just recently moved, and honestly a lot of my stuff is still in boxes like behind me in that room, so I don't know where most of my lipsticks are, but I've managed to find this one. This one is from their matte range, and yeah, this is a really nice color. I really like the formula for the matte lipsticks from Maybelline. I wouldn't say they're like a demi matte, but there's a hint of moisture in those lipsticks, so your lips don't, you know, feel like they're dry and like about to crack and bleed. L'Oreal has also got these lipsticks. These are also matte. These are the Color Riche matte lipsticks. First of all, packaging is next level. I feel like L'Oreal is definitely more on the luxe side of the drugstore. Like packaging, just, I don't know, this to me speaks Balmain. Is that how you say it? Balmain? Like packaging, really good, and you can never go wrong with L'Oreal Paris. Like I feel like the pigmentation in their lipsticks is just so good. But yeah, they've got a variety of colors to choose from you know, the reds, the plums, the nudes obviously. I mean, who doesn't love a good nude? Alright, so there you guys go. Those are my recommendations for the upcoming 50% off cosmetic sale from Priceline. Again, it's going to be happening on Thursday and Friday. My recommendation is, if you guys are going to be purchasing stuff online, make a wish list now, and then so that when the sales start happening, you can just, you know, autofill, I suppose, and then just make your purchase and make sure that you have stock of the product that you want. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up the video if you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the description box down below for my previous videos where I did recommendations as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.